nominations for the 91st Academy Awards have just been announced, so let's bring in Brian Stelter, who is still checking his phone as we speak.
Checking the facts.
And media correspondent Nichelle Turner, Entertainment Tonight host. Okay. Hi. Great to see you. How exciting. Okay, so let's talk about what has just broken. Here are the Best Picture nominees. Green Book, Roma, A Star is Born, Vice, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favorite, Black Panther, BlacKkKlansman. Nichelle, any surprises here?
Not so much surprises, but there were some firsts in this category, and I think a lot of people will be happy this morning. Roma, #1, the first movie that for Netflix to ever be nominated for Best Picture, and deservedly so. And also, you know, everyone was asking, will Black Panther get a nomination? And of course, we did see it. There was, you know, a big hubbub before the award season started. Was the Academy was trying to put this popular movie category in, and folks kind of pushed back on that and thought, or are they trying to make it easy to sneak a film like Black Panther, that's a tentpole, a big budget film, in? They took that out, they scrapped that idea, but Black Panther still got in on the merits because it is one of the best movies of the year.
I will say Black Panther and BlacKkKlansman both came out so early. I remember them from the Reagan administration. Yeah. It was like years ago that we saw them in the theaters. And I will say of Bohemian Rhapsody, you know how I feel about Bohemian Rhapsody. You know,
I know.
You have to be good before you're best, but we'll leave that there. Best Actress. Let's put the nominees up for Best Actress here. That first, I can't say her name.
Yalitza Aparicio.
Okay.
Yes.
Lady Gaga, Glenn Close, Melissa McCarthy, and Olivia Colman. Brian Stelter, what do you see?
And again here, a really important moment for Netflix with all these nominations for Roma. I think that's a very significant milestone in the Hollywood world, because Netflix has been taking over the town, and now it's getting finally some Oscars due, some Oscars attention. But look, I think Lady Gaga and A Star is Born, A Star is Born in general is going to dominate a lot of these conversations. Between Green Book and A Star is Born, they are viewed as two of the highest contenders in a number of these categories. For example, Bradley Cooper. He's been snubbed in Best Director for A Star is Born, but he's up in Best Actor for A Star is Born. Lady Gaga for Best Actress. Shallow for Best Song. A number of really significant nominations for A Star is Born. And I mentioned Green Book. It's not in the Best Actress category, but Green Book's the other film with a lot of momentum in a number of these categories, and with a lot of wins in other earlier award shows. You know, the Globes, the PGAs. Those are sometimes viewed as previews of what's going to happen to the Oscars, and now we have the actual Oscar nominee.
All right, let's look at that.
I have to disagree a little bit with Brian there in the actress category. I know he talked about Lady Gaga, and she is one of the front runners, but Glenn Close has stolen the momentum this award season for Best Actress. She won early on at the Golden Globes, beating out Lady Gaga. They tied at the Critics' Choice Awards. We'll see what happens at the SAG Awards this weekend, but Glenn Close has the momentum now, and it would not surprise me if she won Best Actress for her portrayal in The Wife, which was spectacular.
All right, let's look at Best Actor, who has just been nominated. We have Christian Bale, Bradley Cooper, William Dafoe, Rami Malek, and Viggo Mortensen. Brian, any thoughts on the frontrunner?
Christian, I'm not going to go trying to predict a frontrunner, but I do think Christian Bale in Vice, as we're talking about, his portrayal of Dick Cheney, the film in general has been very controversial. It's been up, getting a lot of debates going about how it portrays the Bush-Cheney years. But the way Christian Bale becomes Dick Cheney is something you have to see to believe. And to me, it's the kind of thing that makes the movies special. It's why you go to the movies, because you want to see something blow you away like that.
Bradley Cooper on this list, Nichelle, on this list, but as we'll get to in a few minutes, not the Best Director list. Does he have a shot here?
Well, I think it's a three-way race, maybe I would have said three-way coming into today, but maybe 2.5. I agree with Brian. Christian Bale is one of the favorites. Rami Malek is up there as well. He's been winning awards all season for this. But Bradley Cooper is in this conversation. I will say the Academy likes a transformation. We see that in Rami Malek. We see that in Christian Bale. And in some ways, with Bradley Cooper, I think his performance was so stellar because he sang, he wrote, the film, he picked the actors, he directed. So I look at him kind of as like the VIP, or the MVP, excuse me, award for this one, but I think it may come down to Christian and Rami.
I mean, I thought Bradley Cooper's acting beyond all of that other Man of Many Hats was really special, I thought, in Star is Born. Here's the Best Director category. So the films are BlacKkKlansman, Cold War, The Favorite, Vice, Roma, and the directors of those movies. So this is where you're saying that Bradley Cooper got
You just copped out because you didn't want to pronounce
a
them.
little bit.
There's a couple tricky names. That's okay. I do think Spike Lee and Black Klansman deserves a lot a lot of attention in this category. As you said, John, came out earlier in the year. It's worth rewatching. It's worth revisiting.
So good.
The film is amazing and terrifying.
And this is his
Spike
first
Lee pulled
ever
it off.
nomination as a director, which blows your mind. Think about the films that he's done. This is the first time he's ever been nominated in the directing category. He's been nominated for writing, he's been nominated for documentary, but he's never been nominated as a director until now.
And do you think that'll be enough to put him over the top, or because the Academy likes to vote for, Cuarón, these arty films, we've seen it before.
They love Alfonso Cuarón. I mean, he's had the momentum all award season. I think that he will probably keep that momentum going into the Oscars. But I agree with you all. Black Klansman was such a fantastic film. I encourage people to go back and watch it. They put out this marketing campaign again for it, and they're marketing it in a different way because it's a comedy, but they're marketing it in a very serious, dramatic way right now. So it's really interesting to see what's going to happen.
Lightning round on supporting actor and supporting actress here. Which one are we doing first?
Actress.
All right, supporting actress.
Regina King.
Amy Adams, Emma
That was
Stone,
easy.
Rita DiTavia, Rachel Weisz, and Regina King. Michelle says Regina King. Let's put up supporting actor.
Although Amy Adams was fantastic.
Supporting actor. Mahershala Ali, Adam Driver, Sam Elliott, Richard Grant, Sam Rockwell. Your winner there, Brian.
Ali all the way.
Yes.
And now,
Michelle, am I right? Wait, am I right, Michelle?
Ali.
Wait, but am I right? Okay, all right, good.
all right.
I
This
think
is we
so.
want to get to
Now-
this. Though. We want to get to this.
This is a very important one for us because here's
Yes,
the
it
documentary
is.
films. And for the first time, a CNN film has been listed, and that's RPG. So she is up against Free Solo, Hale County this evening, Minding the Gap, Of Fathers and Sons, and then RBG. Brian.
And then, as you said, it is a historic moment. CNN Films, the brand has been around for a number of years. This is the first time a CNN film has been nominated for an Oscar. So a huge moment for our network. And in general, what we are seeing is a race between, I think, RBG and Free Solo. Two very different kinds of films. One from Nat Geo,
Absolutely.
one from CNN. But obviously, I'm going to have to pick RBG.
All right.
And it's also been nominated for song.
Yes,
RBG.
yes, that's right.
Which you sang. So congratulations for that. Brian Stelter, Nichelle Turner, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you, guys.